Hey YouTube, Sam back at you again. How y'all doing? I know it's been a minute since I did a video and everything, but I'm in the process of moving. I'm downsizing. Thank God for that. It's a change and it's a little strange because I've been here for a minute. But I like it. But at the same time, you got to go through something a little bit uncomfortable in regards to moving, and moving is change, and that can be a little uncomfortable in order to grow. So I'm ready to grow because I truly believe something bigger is coming down the pike. I feel it in my spirit. I just feel it. I know it. So I'm claiming it. But I'm gonna come to y'all with a story. Now this story has been in the news for more than a week or so, but I did not want to talk about the story until I heard more about the case. Now, I'm going to read what happened, but I also have information in regards to an update in regards to this case. It's in Dallas, Texas, about this Dallas police officer could face stiffer charges for killing an unarmed neighbor. All right, so y'all been hearing about it just like I've been hearing about it. If you haven't heard about it, not saying that you've been living under a rock, but you have not been in tune to what's going on. And I mean, everybody has a life, so I'm not gonna blame you for having a life, or you just not interested in the news. But anyway, I'm gonna read some of the story, and I'm gonna give my opinions, my thoughts, and my feelings as we go through the story. But let me put this disclaimer out there because I feel that I have to put this disclaimer out there on every video because people take what you say to heart. And I'm only reading and reporting what I read, and I'm giving my opinion. Please understand it. It's my opinion, my thoughts, my feelings. And some people act like I don't have a right to my thoughts and my feelings and my opinion. I'm serious. Y'all have no idea. I mean, I'm not the type of person that I'm gonna get into a beef with you on a text message. That's some juvenile bullshit. I'm gonna say what I gotta say, but it gets to a point where I don't want to entertain you. I just won't even respond to you. I'm not gonna entertain the bullshit. I'm not gonna entertain it. Not that I'm the type of person. I can agree to disagree because everybody has their own thoughts and opinions. And I don't have to agree with what you're saying to respect what you're saying. And I hope that didn't go over somebody's head right now. That's just like at work. I can work with you, but I ain't got to like you. Now, I hope that resonated with somebody. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead on and talk about this story. And I'm going to read it word for word as it is written. So don't shoot me, the messenger. But you got to look at the fact. I'm sorry, I'm looking for my glasses. Um, but I'm just gonna read and I'm gonna give my thoughts and opinion as I go through the story. A Dallas police officer stand charged with manslaughter in the fatal shooting of a man she mistakenly thought was in her apartment, but a prosecutor would not rule out a more serious charge Monday. The grand jury will be the entity that will make the final decision in terms of the charge or charges that will come out of this case. Dallas County District Attorney Faith Johnson told reporters, "We prepare to present a thorough case to the grand jury of Dallas County so that the right decision can be made in this case." I'm going to let that resonate with y'all because, see, in many cases, when it comes to a police shooting and they want to leave it up to the grand jury, what usually happens? The police officers don't even get charged and they outright kill a person, and you can see it on video just as plain as sugar on shit. I'm just telling you. You will see people outright get killed, beat up, and no charges. And let's just be honest with you, this ain't something that just started. This has been going on since slavery. Even before then, it was going on all this time. People have been killing our men and women as if it is just a game of duck, duck, damn goose. Up, tag you it. You the one today. Come on, man. Y'all don't shoot the messenger. It ain't what I'm saying. It's what everybody else is trying to get y'all to understand. Y'all keep saying that it ain't about race. Let me continue. how mm, and is another article attached to this with how everyday racial profiling hurts everyone, but people don't want to see that. I'm gonna continue to read the story. Amber Geiger. Now I'm reading word for word, so let me go ahead and point that out one more time, one more again. I'm gonna read exactly what is written. Amber Geiger, who is white, was off duty when she shot Botham Shem John, a black man, in his apartment, police said Thursday. Geiger told police that she thought she was entering her own apartment, not realizing she was on the wrong floor. Bull damn shit. Let's call a spade a spade. Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn if I'm pissy drunk, which, I mean, Lord have mercy, it's been, whew, wow, I know it's been 15, 20 years since I done got pissy drunk, but I don't even get pissy drunk. I would get to the drunk where I'm throwing up. But it's been many, many years since I did that. And so that ain't even gonna happen. But even when I was that drunk where I was throwing up, I never walked to the wrong door of no house or no apartment I've ever lived in. I don't care what's going on. You ain't never that, man, come on. I don't care. I don't care what nobody said. That right there, how you gonna first of all, you go into somebody else's apartment, but how do you get in with your key? Because not my key is not gonna fit my neighbor's key. Right, straight up, I don't give a damn. The locks can look the same. They could be the same lock from the same company. Well, not so much the same lock. They can the locks can look the same, come from the same company, but each key is configured differently for each door, for each lock. Come on, man. Ain't nowhere in the hell this girl could sit up there and tell me that she walked to the wrong door and her key fit and she walked in. Let's damn it continue. Whew. Um, Upon entering Jean, she thought her home was being burglarized and opened fire, according to police. Botham, a 26-year-old native of St. Lucia, was unarmed. He died at the hospital. Geiger was released from the Kaufman County Jail on Sunday evening after posting a $300,000 bond. Okay, $30,000. 10%. Though John's family stood alongside Johnson at her news conference, they also appeared minutes later at a separate news conference with St. Lucia Prime Minister and three attorneys. There, they told reporters that they felt Johnson and other officials had not been forthcoming with information about Botham Shem John's death. Attorney S. Lee Merritt said the family has not been satisfied with the information coming out of the district attorney's office, nor were they pleased that it took 3 days to charge Geiger when, in Merritt's view, the officer's admission she shot him was sufficient to merit an arrest on manslaughter charges. He said, now let me ask you this right here, and I'm going to be straight damn honest. If somebody shot your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your grandmother, your cousin, your child, and it takes them 3 days, and this person said, hey, I shot somebody. You knew that they shot somebody and it took you 3 days to arrest that person. Let me tell you something. All that shit is they are trying to figure out how they can fucking justify to clean up the shit that they done shit on. I don't, you ain't got to like it, and you damn sure ain't got to like me. I'm going to say some stuff that y'all ain't going to like. I'm not going to apologize for it because, like I said, it's my thoughts, my feelings, my opinion, whatever. But anyway, let's call a spade a damn spade. You ain't going to tell me that you going to think somebody burglarizing your house, but yet your key don't even open the fucking door. How they going to burglarize something that they ain't even yours? How they burglarizing your shit when it's not even your shit? See, a lot of that stuff I'm saying gonna go over y'all head, or a lot of y'all probably saying, she don't know what she talking about. Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I have a degree in criminal justice. Let's not get this twisted. Please understand that. I have a degree in criminal justice, and I'm working on my bachelor's in forensics. So let's not get this crazy. Let's not get this crazy. If I walked in the wrong house, thinking that I'm in my house, and my key don't open the door, do you really think I'm gonna bang on the door and be like, open the door? No, I'm gonna look and see. Wait a minute, is this my house? What? And then when you open the door and somebody right there and they in their own home, a lot of times when you're in your own home, you in your shorts, your underwear, your t-shirt, your gown, your bedroom slippers, or your socks, or you walking around barefooted, what have you. You ain't gonna be comfortable up in somebody else's house like that. Did you burglarizing? I mean, come the hell on, man. Man, Ooh. Let me tell you something. It took you 3 days to arrest this girl. 3 days. So y'all are trying to figure out how you can justify what was going on, the reason why she shot this man in his own apartment, not hers. And the fucked up part is she lived on the floor underneath him. You know what floor you own. If you ride the elevator or whether you take the stairs, the number floor you own is gonna say it at each door that you go to, or when you on the elevator, it's gonna ding and it's gonna light up. I'm not trying to hear that bullshit. I'm not hearing it. I don't give a damn if she worked a 12-hour shift and she tired as hell. You still not going to get off on that wrong floor. You're not going to tell me. You're not going to tell me. It's bullshit. It's more to the story, but I'm going to continue, and then we're going to keep on going right now because this is crazy. It's all go to hell. Attorney Lee Merritt said the family has not been satisfied with the information. Okay, and it's right. It's right, and they shouldn't be. The promise of transparency to this family has been a blank check, Merritt said. Really? All right. The fatal shooting happened Thursday night at a Southside Flats in Dallas where both Jean and Geiger lived. Geiger's apartment is directly beneath Jean's. Okay? Jean was home alone when Geiger, still in uniform after her shift, entered the apartment. Now, how can she enter his apartment? Her key is not going to fit his door. Come on, man. Listen. Let me say something to y'all, and I'm going to keep saying it over and over, and I'm going to keep saying it because it's not working. When these laws were written, they were not written for people that look like me. They were not written for people that look like me. They were written for people that look like the people who written them. Please understand that, because they have found loopholes to figure out how they can keep this girl out of going to prison. I'm going to keep on going. The Dallas police chief Ulisha Renee Hall said on Thursday, Geiger parked her vehicle on the fourth floor, entered the building, and walked toward what she thought was her apartment, according to an arrest warrant affidavit. The door was slightly ajar when she tried to use her key, which had an electronic chip to enter. When she was able to open the door, she saw the interior was nearly completely black. According to the affidavit, well, if you ain't home and you done got off work and you don't leave a light on, damn right it's gonna be black inside. I mean, hell, I done forgot to leave my stove light on or a lamp light on in the kitchen. I done came home late. When I walk in, it's black as shit. So I gotta try to cut my phone on to put some light up in there so I can see what's going on till I can cut the kitchen light on or a lamp light on or a hall light on, whatever the case may be. I mean, come on now. But anyway, all right. So she described as seeing a large silhouette and believing there was a burglar in her apartment. She drew her firearm. So when you draw your firearm, do you say, police, stop? At least that's what they train to do, or something of that magnitude. Police, is anybody in here? Dallas PD, anybody in here? Her verbal commands to Jean were ignored, the affidavit said, and Geiger fired 2 shots at Jean, striking him once in the torso. So where the hell the other one at? Okay, maybe she missed. Damn, she need to go back to damn school if that's the fucking case. Anyway, well, really, it don't take but one to kill you. 1 shot to kill you. 2 is overkill to me, unless they still trying to get back up like they the Hulk or some shit like that. But even then, I mean, damn, hell, David only took 1 rock and killed Goliath. I mean, well, damn. But anyway, let me keep going. Geiger then entered the apartment, called 911, and started administering first aid to Jean. Really? She turned on the lights while on the phone with 911 when they asked her the address and she realized she was in the wrong apartment. Bull fucking shit. Nope. And his door won't ajar. I don't give a damn. I don't care. When I come home, when I close my door, I make sure that door is closed and I make sure that it's locked. If I don't lock it, when I trust me, I'm going back out to get something else out my car. Point blank, period. But for the most part, that door gonna be locked when I come behind it. Ain't nobody now a day is gonna leave their door unlocked. This ain't like when we used to live in the country and we could sleep with our front door open. Screen door might be locked or got a latch on it. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I said latch. Y'all know that little metal thing with that little sharp hook on the end. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. You latch that damn door. Some of y'all had 2, 3 latches to make sure that door was down. Keep the mosquitoes out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know. I see y'all smiling and laughing. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Or either y'all got family down in the country and they got one of them doors. Y'all know. Shit, I ain't playing. But anyway, ain't nobody nowadays leaving their door unlocked. You just not. I don't give a damn. I don't care what's going on. Sometimes you wake up in the night, you look outside. I wake up in the night, look out, make sure ain't nothing going on, make sure my car is still good, make sure my door locked, make sure my front door locked, make sure everything ain't nobody try to creep through the window, no shit like that. I'm doing all that. But and it's not OCD. It's the point where as you care enough about yourself that you want to be protected. Anyway, officers responded in about 4 minutes, Hall said. Geiger told responding officers that she thought she was in her own apartment when she fired her weapon. Both apartments are identical and extremely similar in terms of layout, the affidavit said. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. You know. Why? First of all, why would she park on the 4th floor and she live on the 3rd floor? The only way you going to park on the 4th floor is if every damn parking space on the 3rd floor was gone. Just like you do at work. You know, you drive to work, you park in the garage, you normally like parking on the 2nd level or the 1st level, where if ain't no parking spaces on the 1st level, then yeah, you have to go to the 2nd level. Okay, you're willing to do all that. I like parking on the 2nd level at my job when I drive, but guess what? If it ain't no parking spaces on the 2nd level, then I go to the 3rd. If ain't none on the 3rd, I gotta suck it up and go to the 4th. If I gotta walk up the steps or down the steps, fine. I mean, I'm not gonna be bothered by it, but I mean, it is what it is. Now, I'm gonna keep on going. She was also involved in a 2017 shooting, so this ain't her first bout with shooting at somebody or shooting someone. Geiger, 30, is a 4-year veteran of the department assigned to the Southeast Patrol Division. It wasn't immediately clear if she had an attorney. Geiger was involved in another shooting incident in May 2017, Dallas police said. In that case, Geiger was attempting to identify a woman in a car with another passenger in the vehicle, got out, and took her taser. Geiger shot and injured the suspect, according to the department's statement. The suspect was later charged with taking a weapon from an officer, possession of meth and marijuana, and a parole violation. Man, come the fuck on. Let me tell you something. This right here sounds all too familiar. It's history repeating. Okay, she got away with tasing, saying that she got away with shooting a person, saying they was trying to take a taser. That's bullshit. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. That right there is bullshit. Now she done killed someone. She done went from tasing and got away with the tase. and to put somebody in prison, I guarantee you, for mm-mm, mm-mm, meth and marijuana, she made sure that they was gonna go to motherfucking jail and parole. I guarantee you that person that got locked up didn't have no meth or marijuana. I can bet you a dime to a dollar. I guarantee you. Cause that shit right there stinks. That right there, ooh, that right there, that paragraph right there, that shit stinks. It stinks. It stinks. Let me continue. State law enforcement leading the investigation. Okay, but we're gonna see. The investigation into the recent shooting has been handed over to the Texas Rangers, the state law enforcement agency, to eliminate the appearance of any potential bias. Bullshit, it's bias already. It took them motherfuckers 3 days to arrest this bitch. I'm calling like I said. You ain't got to like it or me. I'm just gonna tell you what it is. It took them 3 days to arrest this bitch, and y'all want to call the Texas Rangers to no potential bias is already biased. Y'all didn't even lock this stuff up for 3 days. Y'all drumming up a story so y'all can justify why this bitch killed this man. Let me continue. At the very early stages of this investigation, initial indications were that they were what we consider circumstances of an officer-involved shooting, Hall said. However, as we continued this investigation, it became clear that we are dealing with what appears to be a much different and very unique situation. Here we go. Hall and investigators obtained a blood sample from Geiger to test for drugs and alcohol. Okay. Dallas Mayor Mike Rawlins thanked the Texas Rangers and praised Hall, who asked the state agency to take over the investigation. Please continue to pray for the family of Botham Jean tonight and in the weeks and months ahead, Rawlins said in a statement. Jean remembered as a loving son and brother. Geiger's arrest was announced as Jean's family and their attorneys said they met with Dallas County District Attorney Faith Johnson to demand the officer be taken into custody. We don't need evidence beyond a reasonable doubt at this point, Jean's family attorney S. Lee Merritt told reporters Sunday. At this point, we need probable cause of a crime. At the existence of probable cause is painstakingly clear to everyone. Merritt said attorneys presented prosecutors with a witness and video evidence which didn't capture the shooting but declined to elaborate. Jean and Geiger did not have any known relations prior to the shooting, Merritt said. Bullshit. Let me continue on, because I promise you, the next part to this will shoot this shit down. It is going to refute this statement right here that was just said. And I'm going to read this statement to you one more time. Jean and Geiger did not have any known relationship prior to the shooting, Mary said. Okay, let me continue. We're still dealing in America with black people being killed in some of the most arbitrary ways, driving while black, walking while black, and now we have to add living while black, co-counsel Benjamin Crump said, and that's true. Damn, he in his own apartment and getting killed. Jean worked as an at-risk assurance experience associate at Price Waterhouse Coopers in Dallas, according to his LinkedIn page. If anybody know about that PwC, let me tell you something. PwC is everywhere. And PwC, they go around and they look at all of the paperwork in regards to a particular department within a company. I'm telling you, because I've seen them come to a couple of jobs I had, and they be there for like a week, 2 weeks at a damn time, going through the paperwork with a fine-tooth comb. And when I tell you a fine-tooth comb, the teeth are so fine on it, it's thinner than a gnat's ass. I'm telling you. They gonna let you know where you wrong at, and if you don't correct it in a certain number of days, guess what? You're gonna get flagged for it. Some of y'all out there already know what I'm talking about. So anyway, let's continue. He earned a bachelor's degree from Harding University in Arkansas in 2016. Crump says Jean was living, doing everything you want a young person to do. He had no criminal history. He was an amazing student. He was an amazing citizen. He loved God, Crump said. Friends and family gathered at a vigil at Jean's church at Dallas West Church of Christ on Saturday. CNN affiliate CBS 11 reported he was remembered by classmates, co-workers, and family members as a loving son and brother, a hard worker, and a powerful singer who enjoyed helping others. Botham loved mankind, Mother Allison Jean said to those gathered. Botham never saw color, never saw race. Botham wanted all of us to unite. Funeral services for Jean are scheduled for 11 a.m. Thursday at Dallas West Church of Christ. Um, and I'm gonna read another portion of this. And I don't mean to take a lot of y'all time, but I can promise you, all of this is gonna come. And because it took a spin, and it went way left. And I'm gonna tell you right now. What I'm about to read to y'all, if y'all haven't heard it or seen it already, trust me, when I heard about it and then I read about it, I was like, this is a lie. It's a lie. Anyway, updated at 1 o'clock, details held by the Jean family. Evidence released in Botham's Jean Sling prompts allegations of smear campaign. I'm going to read it to you because I'm telling you, it's more to the stink than the shit. I'm telling you, some of y'all that went over some of y'all head right now. Is more to the stink than the shit. Some of y'all that know done caught on. Evidence from Botham Jean's apartment support Dallas police officer Amber Geiger's account that she shot John from across the room as she stood inside his apartment. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn how far she was from the man. I don't give a damn if he was 2 houses over. She shot the man. This bitch shot the man. I don't give a damn what your evidence came of, how far she was from him. I don't give a damn. Most people that you kill ain't never fucking up close. I mean, damn, man, come on. That was stupid. That right there was just stupid. Let me continue. Oh my gosh. As she stood, okay, 2 law enforcement officials with direct knowledge of the case told Dallas Morning News. Let me tell you something. Y'all motherfuckers ain't no direct knowledge of shit. Y'all didn't know nothing until y'all got there 4 minutes after the fact. Y'all only knew what she told you. It might be, whereas, yeah, the distance may be there, but at the same damn time, y'all ain't had direct knowledge unless y'all was there to help set the shit up. Now if you want direct knowledge to me, that means you was there when everything transpired and you was part of the setup. Let's continue. The evidence, at least so far, doesn't conclusively show whether the door was unlocked or ajar. See, let me tell y'all something about these fucking key words they be using when they telling these stories. Cause they still trying to justify this bitch from killing this man. And I'm gonna keep calling her a bitch because that's what she is. This ain't the first time this girl done did something to somebody that could possibly take their life. And she done took this man or woman's life because they in jail right now. You ain't gonna tell me that she's a... Man, let me continue. Woo! Let me continue. These key words doesn't conclusively show whether the door was unlocked. No, that door wasn't unlocked. That door wasn't unlocked, and it damn sure wasn't ajar. I don't care what nobody says. She lied, man. We just don't know, said one of the 2 law enforcement officials who spoke on the condition of anonymity because they weren't authorized to discuss the case publicly. No, they weren't. They weren't authorized because they weren't there when the shit transpired. See, y'all gotta understand. See how they just double back on the shit they just said right there? See how they double talk? Y'all ain't catching on, man. They just double talk clearly in a paragraph and a half. They just double talk themselves right there. Continue. Jean's family said they don't believe he would have left the door open. Hell no. Who in this day and age gonna leave their door open willingly for anybody to just walk up? You crazy? Come on, man. Let me continue. Court records obtained Thursday show Dallas police also found, among other things, 2 spent cartridge casings, 10.4 grams of marijuana in the apartment. Bull damn shit. Continue. Law enforcement officials said the marijuana was on the kitchen counter. For real? Have y'all not heard? Not only was that man loved God. He was always in the church. He was a mentor. This man worked, had a job, stable job. He was a family man. Although he wasn't married, he was a family man to his mother, to his siblings. So y'all not gonna sit up there and tell me that, and this man didn't even have the disposition of somebody that would be out here doing drugs. I'm not saying you, sometimes, no, you can't tell. Let me go ahead and say that. Sometimes you can't tell, but I'm gonna tell you, with this guy right here, you can definitely see. I'm not saying the guy's a square, because sometimes being a square is a good thing. Y'all females out here want these thugs and all this crazy shit. You want to hard somebody? Honey. I'll take a square, because at least I know with a square, my shit is gonna be legit. So I ain't trying to hear that. Come on with it. Now, okay, I'm going to continue. On Friday, the Jean family, its attorneys and supporters held a news conference to respond to the latest developments, labeling the release of the latest details as a smear campaign against the 26-year-old Jean. They also demanded Geiger's firing for Dallas police to open an investigation into who released the information to assassinate Jean's character. Amen, sister. Amen. It is time that we recognize that lives matter. Jean's mother, Allison Jean, said, "My son's life mattered." Or matters. I'm sorry. Authorities say Geiger, who lives directly below Jean, shot and killed him around 10 p.m. September the 6th after she said she drove to the wrong level of the parking garage and mistook his apartment for her own. It don't damn matter what damn floor she parked the car on. I don't give a fuck about that. You know where your apartment is. Let me tell you something about these apartment complexes, the way they set up. Now let's go ahead on and make this shit like crystal, because obviously some of y'all are still drinking the muddy water. Let me say, and no disrespect to nobody out there in Detroit or wherever you're from, Flint, Michigan. It's not that. I apologize if y'all mistaken that. That's not where I'm going with this. I'm making this clear. Let me tell you something. When you on, even right here, this apartment right here I'm in, you got your basement level. You got the first floor, which is going to be the first floor. It's going to say 101, 102, 103, 104. You got your second level, 201, 202, 203, 204. Third level, 301, 302, 3. So you not going to sit up there and fucking tell me, and not only that, it's on the damn door. So you going to tell me that this bitch, okay, so what? She drove on the wrong parking garage floor. So damn what? Who's to say that the third level parking garage floor won't fall? And she just said, well, I'm going to just park on the fourth floor. I'm good. And you telling me that you go to the door and you don't see 303? You clearly see 403, but you going to try to use your key anyway? Man, come on. Ain't nobody crazy. Y'all think somebody crazy, and y'all still thinking people gonna drink that Jim Jones lemonade. I mean, that Jim Jones Kool-Aid. Ain't nobody drinking that Jim Jones Kool-Aid. This is so not that bullshit. Some of y'all done been drinking the Kool-Aid and been lulled to sleep so long that if you're awake, you still can't believe what you're hearing and what you're seeing, because you're really thinking that it's an act. And it's not an act. This has been going on forever. But this right here, this is crazy. Anyway, Gaga told police the door was ajar and she thought Jean was an intruder. That's bullshit. 2 shell casings were fired just inside the door, indicating that's where Geiger was standing when she fired her gun, one official said. It don't damn matter. It don't matter where she shot him at. She killed a man. It don't matter where she shot him at, whether she was 10 feet, 5 feet, 30 feet, 40 feet. Whether she was in the bathroom on the shitter. It don't matter. She still shot the man. The official said that there was no blood near the door that would have indicated Jean was there when he was shot. Wait a minute. Let me read that one more time. And I'm going to read that slow, because I'm going to make sure I read what I read and I'm hearing what I'm reading. That official said there was no blood near the door that would have indicated Jean was there when he was shot. If he's in his own damn apartment, why him not having blood at the door got to do with any damn thing? He could have been in his damn bedroom. He could have been in his kitchen. He could have been in the laundry room putting clothes in the wash and dry. He could have been doing anything. He had to be at the damn front door to get shot. Y'all really making y'all shit sound stupid as hell right now with what y'all saying. Y'all not even hearing yourselves. There was a small amount along the paramedics' route with Botham, one of the officials said, but that was mostly outside the apartment. Okay. Blood was taken from Geiger 30 to test for drugs and alcohol. Similar tests were conducted during autopsies. The results have not been made public, and the test may not have yet been completed. But let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna put this in y'all ear, and y'all hear me, real good. There have been cases, and I have read cases. I have had to do reports on cases. I've had to look at cases in regards to whereas all parties involved, from the police all the way to the medical examiner, have botched up cases to get people in jail. It is not a game. You don't believe me? Go look at the innocenceproject.org. Let me repeat that, the innocenceproject.org, or either Google cases involving medical examiners tampering with evidence. And you will see the number of cases. And man, when you see the number of cases, if your mouth don't drop and your teeth damn near feel like it's going to fall out your head, there's something wrong with you. Because I'm going to tell you, there are a lot of people that are still in prison in regards to how the police, the medical examiner, and including the judge have botched up some shit. It's not a lie. It's not a game. You ain't got to believe me, because I'm going to tell you, the Innocence Project is releasing people, consistently for tampering with evidence, false identification, all kind of shit, just to say they got somebody in jail and they were innocent. I never knew about the Brooklyn, I want to say not the Brooklyn. It's something. The Brooklyn Park Five or something like that. These 5 young guys that were teenagers that that were incarcerated in prison for the rape and damn near leaving this woman to die in the park. This woman went jogging 10 o'clock at night. These guys were out of school, or they were getting ready to go to school or whatever. Anyway, they had nothing to do with. They weren't even near the crime scene, and they put these young teenage boys in prison. Donald Trump took out a whole damn ad on them for almost a week in the newspaper, front page or a page. Lock them up. Bring back the death penalty. And I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of innocent people that have died while on death row. Trust and believe that. You ain't gotta believe me. You can Google that too. How many innocent people have died while on death row, or they have executed them, and they were innocent. And the fucked up part is the prosecuting attorney had the evidence and refused to acknowledge the evidence because they wanted that case closed. They wanted somebody to pay for that crime. And a lot of it was personal agenda or personal feelings. You think it's a game? It's not a game, baby. People don't mind playing with your life. That's why you can't play with your own life, because people will fuck with yours and play with yours. I'm telling you, it's not a game. There's nothing wrong with having fun in life. You can take life serious, but you don't have to live seriously. But life can be serious. You can be in some serious situations like this right here. Let me continue. Jean's death has prompted protests in Dallas about the shooting of a black man in his own home by a white police officer who shouldn't have been there. Geiger was charged Sunday with manslaughter. So why haven't they charged her with murder? Manslaughter gives you what, 2 to 5 years, maybe 2 to 10. And by her being a police officer, they probably won't give her no time. They'll give her probation, and she can't work, or either she can't work for the police department, but she got probation, because that's what they've been doing. Don't do it no more. They treat them with kid gloves. They don't. Critics of the investigation said affidavits by the police department and the Texas Rangers which took over the investigation, offered conflicting accounts and indication that Geiger account changed. A search warrant obtained by Dallas police says an unknown male inside the apartment confronted the officer at the door. Really? Another affidavit obtained by the Texas Rangers to arrest Geiger 3 days after the shooting says Jean was across the room when the officer walked through the door. Dallas police search warrant was obtained September the 7th, just hours after the shooting. A police spokesman said later the same day that investigation had not yet interviewed Geiger. So what the fuck y'all mean? So y'all talking 3 days later, y'all still ain't interviewed this bitch, let alone arrest her. Man, let me tell you something. Y'all y'all got a bunch of damn skunks running around y'all police department because it stinks all the hell up in their place. I'm gonna tell you, it stinks worse than Satan toenails. So I'm gonna tell you right now, all y'all guilty. All y'all that's standing by and upholding this shit right here, all y'all guilty. And I'm gonna tell you something. You gonna eat, but you ain't gonna taste. You gonna sleep, but you ain't gonna rest. You gonna see, but you ain't gonna see. You gonna hear, but you have not been heard. And ain't nobody gonna hear you. I'm telling you, everything you say and do is gonna crumble and it's gonna fall on deaf ears. I'm telling you right now, all y'all involved in y'all covering this up and what y'all doing to this man right here, ain't nothing good gonna come out of it. I ain't wishing you no bad luck, but I'm damn sure not gonna wish you no good luck and stand on the sidelines and cheer you on. That's not gonna happen. Not from me. Not from me, it's not. It's a sin and a shame. Y'all are trying to smear this man and make this man, trying to say this man had marijuana and all this shit in his house because y'all want to justify why this bitch killed this man in his own apartment. One of the law enforcement officials said Geiger has always said she was. Wait a minute. One of the law enforcement officials said Geiger has always said she was in the doorway, but Jean was not. The officials says Jean was 12 to 15 feet away from the door when first responders arrived. Close enough for you to see who it is. 12, 15 feet. That's from my front door to my den door. I know who's standing at the damn den door when I walk in. I can see. Tell me it was dark. He in his own house. Why the hell he need to have lights on? Maybe he was in his bedroom. Let me continue. That's where he stood when he was shot and where he fell, the law enforcement official said. Geiger said that the apartment was dark and that when she saw a large silhouette, she thought she was being burglarized. The arrest warrant affidavit said. She said that she drew her gun, gave verbal commands that were ignored by the man she took to be a burglar, and fired twice, investigators wrote. Let me say something. This right here stinks. I'm going to keep saying it. Jean was struck once in the torso and was rushed to Baylor University Medical Center where he was pronounced dead. Geiger had parked on the fourth floor instead of the third floor where her apartment is, law enforcement and Mike Mayor Rawlington have said. Why the fuck y'all keep hollering about where this girl parked at? It don't matter where you parked at. The apartment number is on the door. Y'all keep wanting to justify her bullshit by where she parked at. Come on, man. Get off of that. People can see through that. That man, come on. The law enforcement official said Geiger told police she had been carrying a heavy protective vest when she arrived at Jean's apartment. What does her What does her carrying her heavy vest got to do with her killing this man and going to his apartment? It was in the apartment when first responders arrived. Along with Geiger's ballistic vest, investigators seized a black backpack with police equipment and paperwork inside, 2 packages of used medical aid, and a warrant. A medical marijuana grinder was also found in the apartment. For real? For real? Let me tell y'all something. And I'm gonna say this right here, right damn now. And I'm very passionate about how the fuck I'm feeling right now. I'm just trying to cool down and try to maintain and bring back my composure, because I'm going to tell you right now, why y'all think it took them 3 days to arrest this woman? They had to justify, but again, if he was, if he did have weed in his apartment, y'all saying he out there smoking that chocolate tie, y'all out there saying he's smoking that Maui Wowie, y'all out there saying he's smoking that golden rod, that purple haze, that red, that kush. Okay, so he had 10 point, y'all saying he had 10.4 grams of weed. Y'all saying he had weed to distribute. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all found a medical marijuana grinder. Let me tell y'all something right now. That's why it took 3 days for them to arrest this bitch. Because I'm going to tell you right now, they had to figure out, but even if he did have marijuana in the house, that still didn't justify him for her to shoot this man. When you go to any apartment door, you can look and see what apartment number is on that door. If it's not directly on the door, it's on a placard right there beside the door. I don't care what nobody say. You're not going to tell me. That's just like when you go to somebody's house. The house number is either on the house, it's on a mailbox, or it's somewhere where you can visibly see what that house number is. Or if they don't have the front porch on, most people do, you can see that house number. I'm not going to go there. Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all still trying to justify. So what if he even had marijuana in his house, which I doubt? That man ain't had no marijuana. Y'all is planted. An attorney for Jean's family, Lee Merritt, has said two independent witnesses have come forward to say they heard knocking on the door in the hallway before the shooting. Merritt said one witness reported hearing a woman's voice saying, "Let me in, let me in." Then, then they heard gunshots, he said. The law enforcement official said police spoke to one of those witnesses that night of the shooting, and the witness did not offer the account to police. Law enforcement, however, is looking into those accounts. Let me read that again. The law enforcement official said police spoke to one of those witnesses the night of the shooting, and the witness did not offer that account to police. Law enforcement, however, is looking into those accounts. Let me tell you why that person ain't say nothing to the police. Because that person was going to be silenced. You understand that? You understand that? Do you understand that? You see what happened to that young man in Ferguson, and that young man was their witness? Whatever happened to that young man? Seriously, whatever happened to that young man? If somebody know, please let me know in the comments section. There has also been complaints about noise coming from John's apartment, Merritt told CNN. The complaints came from John's immediate downstairs neighbor. He did not say whether Geiger had complained. Really? Geiger was at work during the day and had not ended a 15-hour shift when she shot Jean. I don't care how tired you are. You're going to know what's your apartment. The number's going to be on the door, beside the door, even when you go to a hotel. The numbers is on the door, beside the door. Y'all can justify this bullshit all you want to. Y'all can put a spitball in your mouth, or y'all can throw some shit up on the wall and want to and see if it gonna stick. This ain't sticking. This shit done fell down like a wet noodle. It ain't sticking. It ain't sticking. Merritt and the law enforcement officials said there had been noise complaint the day Jean was shot. The law enforcement official said Jean told his girlfriend that two women from the leasing office came by his apartment after he got off and he wasn't playing music at that time. Jean worked for the accounting firm, PwC, and known as known as Bo. His funeral was Thursday, and his body will be flown to the Caribbean island of St. Lucia, where he's from. Geiger is free on a $300,000 bond after turning herself in $30,000, pretty much, in the Kaufman jail. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something right here, right now. They're going to turn this thing back onto the victim. They have already spun it and turned it back on this man. And it's a sin and a crying shame that his family have to go through this debacle of a bullshit investigation just so they can save one of their own ass. She was wrong. And let me tell you something. I believe that witness when they said she was banging on the door, let me in, let me in. You ain't banging on nobody's door to let them in unless either you are together and y'all had a riff and y'all had a disagreement and you want to talk and they don't and you was like, nah, you gonna let me in. I'm coming in. That's why she parked on that floor. Let me tell y'all something. It's gonna be so much shit that's gonna be revealed about this right here. Y'all ain't gonna be able to stand yourself. And trust me, there are pictures of people in that apartment complex together along with him. But anyway, like I said, I'm gonna tell y'all right here, right now. It's a whole lot to this story. And when the cards fall, I'm gonna tell you, they might as well go and flip all the cards over face up so everybody can see the whole deck and see what's being dealt here. It's just like when you playing spades. I ain't got no spades. The object is spades. If I ain't got a spade in my hand, I ain't got no spades. And my partner said, well, look, I got 8 books. You want to play it or you don't? If my partner said he got 8 books and I'm trusting my partner and I ain't got no spades, then I'm going to play. But if I ain't got no spades and my partner said he got 3 books and they said, well, show your hand. You got 13 cards right there, not a spade in the bunch. And probably them two right there probably had the whole damn spade suit damn near in their hand. He probably had 2. My partner probably had 2. The other 2 over here, my opponents, probably had the rest of them. When you ain't got no spades, you lay your hand. She could turn herself in all she want to. You know why she turned herself in? Because she was ordered to turn herself in. She didn't turn herself in on her own. She she was ordered to turn herself in because she's trying to save face. But now they don't tarnish this man. They tell me he had 10.4 grams of weed. He had a metal grinder and all this crazy shit going on. And the accolades and shit them people that gave that young man. And then you can, like I said, you can look at this young man's disposition. And you can just tell that all that what they saying won't even in him. I don't even get that vibe, that read from that man. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you got that inner thing going on, if you got that inner thing going on, I'm gonna tell you here and I'm gonna tell you right now, you can just get a vibe from a person's picture, from a person's look, from a person's touch, from I mean, you can just get a vibe. I don't get that vibe from this young man. I just don't. I just don't. And I know I've been going on, and I mean, it's like I said, this was a story and an update all in one. And I apologize for the length of this video, but I had to get it in. And like I said, it's my thoughts, my opinion, and everything. I'm going to tell you right now, I hope the Texas Rangers really do right by this young man and by this family. Somebody needs to stand up. Somebody needs to have balls the size of a damn steer and do the right damn thing. Somebody need to have balls the size of a steer. Because it seemed like lately to me, all these people with law enforcement and the powers that be that can make it right, they got the balls the size of a damn chia seed. And if y'all don't know what chia seeds is, get a chia pet and you put the seeds on there, then you'll know what I'm talking about. You see how small them seeds is? About the size of a mustard seed. These people out here now got balls the size of a chia seed. If they got a flax seed, they still ain't doing shit. They won't stand up and do the right thing because they worrying about how they gonna look, how this gonna make the man don't give a damn. You have to be on the side of right on this thing. People don't want to be on the side of right. People don't want to be on the side of right. I don't understand that. Being right don't make you look bad. Being right gives you courage. But anyway, that's all I got, man. Y'all have a good Sunday. I'm gonna finish going on and doing what I need to do, man. I'm gonna tell you. One thing about moving, you don't know how much shit you got until you got to pack up and you got to move. And you be looking at shit and you be like, man, where did this come from? I ain't seen this in forever. Man, I found pictures that I hadn't seen in years. I was like, oh my God. I found some stuff that I hadn't seen in years, but it was pictures and it was memorabilia stuff. Any other stuff like paperwork and all this other stuff, my old college books. Yep, I still got books from my criminal justice books from me being in college and taking criminal justice. I still got one book that I kept. I had to keep it. It's a forensic book. And I had to keep it because it's very graphic and it shows you the different ways people have died, how they look when they've been exposed to the sunlight. Man, it's very graphic. I'm gonna tell you, the average person that got a weak stomach, y'all can't look at this shit. I'm telling you, it's crazy. But anyway, I'm still packing, but I still got to do my second job. So, the world keeps turning. And, it's a sad story that I brought to you, but the story must be told. Y'all got to hear it. But anyway, that's all I got. Y'all have a good Sunday. If you like this video, hit that like button. Definitely share this video. Peace out. Gone.